Welcome to a sunny and very busy day at Lalande. We have got a massive hole being dug in the garden for the new gas tank for the heating on the same day that my mother and Jerry are arriving. And the thought of mummy seeing the hole in the garden is really stressful. There's a hole, there's a big hole?
Big hole.
Oh my goodness. Will that be completely hidden?
No, it's got to be left open. So you have the tank inside and then this little fence around it.
You little...
No.
No, I know you.
It's gas. It can't be contained. It has to be able to aerate.
No, it does not.
No, they'll submerge the tank.
So there'll just be a little cover in it.
Yeah, there'll be a drain cover size.
I can't believe how smoothly they did that. Umbeline's just called me into the garden. Apparently we have a turnip glut. Do you know what? I thought that was a giant radish. I didn't realise it was a turnip.
No, and it's full of them. The 2 rows are them.
Oh, well, I'll definitely cook with this. I have picked a fraction of the turnips, and we have so many. I think it's time for me to go and research turnip recipes. Whilst I was faffing with turnips, the gas tank has arrived to be placed in the hole. This is going to be interesting. I take it all back. I thought it was going to be a huge job that they'd never get through the granite, but it's like a knife through butter. The tank slotted perfectly into place. But I've had to run in because it's getting really cold out there after the beautiful start to the day, and I'm warming up with a cup of tea next to the fire and dreaming of the time when the central heating is working and this isn't my only source of heating. Today at least we're one step close to that, though they still have to dig the trench to bring it from the gas tank to the chateau. I just heard a car. I think they've arrived. Hurrah, they have. It's so good to see you both.
Hello, my princess.
Thank you for collecting the preciouses. It's very good to see you both too.
I'm the Scottish man. And we also have dessert.
Oh, even better. Come in. Look at that. You know, you're slightly coordinated with that little scarf as well, the two of you.
The footwear.
You can tell that Percy's not here. You know how you can tell, Jerry?
Right.
Look at Mummy's hair.
No, she's got that in.
No. It's not even a hair clip. It's one of those things to keep a curler in. It's one of the round ones.
Can we please not mention it to anyone?
It reminds me of the Flintstones, you know, Barney Rubble. And you know where they used to have the thing going through. Betty.
Oh.
Yeah, do you remember that, Betty?
Yeah, watch that every morning in bed with
I was
Mummy.
going to say just that.
Yeah, the oh, Wilma!
Well, you're busted now, Mummy, because Percy will see it on the vlog.
Oh, no.
Yes, I'm showing it. Yes, I'm showing it.
Have mercy, darling.
You're laying the table.
Yes.
Because Bonnie is coming for lunch. Some of you might remember Bonnie. She was a guest here, and she's the lovely woman who designs the Downton Abbey sunglasses, and she's in the area with her daughter and they're popping in for lunch, so we're looking forward to that. I am making a risotto with chorizo.
Bonnie comes from Scotland.
Because of Bonnie, Scotland.
Bonnie, Scotland.
It's agonising,
And they say Bonnie is another word for beautiful. Bonnie is Gaelic for beautiful.
Well, she's a beautiful woman, so that makes sense.
Bonnie is Gaelic for beautiful.
On a more important note, Gerald, have you lit the fire in the dining room?
You know.
Much so I love our etymology discussions just before
This Friday
lunch.
follow Thursday, the fire has gone great. I just love a good fire.
Oh, me too. Oh, it's not so nice outside now, is it?
Fine. I'm not made of sugar, as we say.
No, you're a tough woman. Oh, yes.
Just exchanging those ones because they're looking quite sad.
Yeah.
It's winter. I mean,
the sage did well there, but other than that, yes, they're not great. So you're swapping them for the magnificent herbs from the herb garden.
Yeah, and we'll be doing this maybe once in 2 weeks or maybe a month.
I think Maria's going to be so happy because she'll have so much choice of herbs right here.
They're very close, yes.
It's so much better to have it by the kitchen. Gerald's lighting the fire, Philip's laying the table, everyone's doing their speciality. It feels good in the house. It's a big day for you, isn't it?
Is it?
We're using your plate for the first time.
But are we also using the serving dishes?
It's just served inside the bowls.
I've got so many serving dishes.
For goodness sake, we don't need to dirty every serving dish just because you want to.
I would make extra sides to be able to use all the serving dishes.
Great, come in here and make extra sides then.
I'm laying the table down. My hands are tied.
Okay, Mummy, wrap up warm. We're going out to the greenhouse to get the lamb's lettuce. We're doing this just because Philip wants to use more of his serving dishes. So I'm making him a salad. Yes. Did you see how neat and tidy that job is? Oh, even Dan was standing in awe going, yes. Now that is a digger driver.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight walls, straight angles, incredible.
Let's just get the pool in. I should have asked him to stick around a bit longer. Le jardin d'Isabelle. Yes. Avec Isabelle.
Oui. Entrez chez moi.
This is where it's all happening, Mummy. This is where you're choosing the beautiful herbs. Yeah. It's such a good idea of yours to keep them here and then just swap them when we've used a bit too much from one bush. It's such a good idea.
It's beautiful.
Right, let's go pick the salad, Mummy.
Yes.
We have a red leaf salad there.
Oh, is that ready? I'll go and get some as well. I'll just pick this up first. I want to have a little bit of rocket with it too. Shall we have some rocket? A little mixture?
Yes.
That's a good idea. I'm in charge of quality control as we go along, and I can say the rocket is delicious. If you were sticking around a little longer, Mummy, you would get some sprouting broccoli. They're all shooting.
The greenhouse has never been so much filled. I mean, they're doing so very well.
Yeah, it is incredible. We have everything from the greenhouse. We are on the hunt for red lettuce. Aha!
Can you see?
Et voilà.
Oh, well, I'll never reach it.
No, but I will. No, Mummy. No, Mummy. I'll get it. Mais arrête. Je vais le faire. They're still very small, so I've just taken one. We can use it for a little touch of colour in the salad.
Yes, nice. Let me throw the...
It's going to be really pretty and delicious with the avocado. I want to taste one of these red ones. In fact, they're incredibly bitter, the red ones. So I will cut them up very small, so we just have little hits of it rather than big mouthfuls of bitterness. These are the ones that I was laughing at Philip about because I said that is a bit too big for a soup bowl. Perfect for risotto, though.
Is that for risotto?
Yeah, so, risotto day today. You don't look excited.
A risotto? What is risotto? That sounds Italian.
Basically, it's a rice pudding, but savoury, Gerald.
Is it a bit like porridge?
Let's go with that. Oh, Philip, it's charming.
I'm so glad you like it.
I really like your crystal glasses that are different colours, and the way you just pick out which colours you think go with the table that day.
I'm going to go for like an icy spring table.
This is icy spring, is it? This is Philip does icy spring. Yeah, I do.
It would work with the wallpaper and with the Ardmore.
Looks really good with the Ardmore vase, yeah. Okay, fantastic. And just to please you, I am putting salad, which I wasn't going to make, in 2 dishes.
Wonderful.
That's the sort of girlfriend I am.
I'm very proud of you.
Gerald, that is a fabulous fire that you've made.
Well, Stephanie, you know when it comes to fires,
You do not mess around.
it's the one thing that I have been doing. You know, I could live in a fire.
Okay, we'll try not to get into that one, Jerry. It's not quite Hansel and Gretel today.
No,
We're good to go.
Wonderful.
I've got the pork and chorizo risotto here.
Amazing.
2 extra little dishes just for you with the salad. And we've got the bread and the wine.
I love this. It's just like a casual...
A casual lunch. You look at this and you think, casual.
I'm just mesmerised. You know, I don't know where to start. You know, I'm not used to actually sitting at a table. I'm used to just walking like that. What's that? Oh, sure.
It's so great you're both here. And you're here because you are chateau hunting.
Absolutely.
Good luck. Have you seen any nice places yet?
I've seen 3 places so far and kind of have it narrowed down to 2 being possibilities, but we're still looking for that magical one.
So you haven't had that moment of walking in and being like, that's it.
That magical moment.
Okay, yeah, you have to wait for that.
Yes.
Well, cheers and welcome and good luck.
Cheers, everybody.
Nice to meet you all.
The next time we see you, you might be a new chatelaine.
That's right, and you might be in our dining room.
If you've got a fire needs lighting, I'm your man.
Be careful who you say that to, Gerald.
Oops.
My husband
We had the best lunch. It was so nice seeing Bonnie again, wasn't it? Really lovely. But now it's down to work because I've been wanting to do our family tree for ages. And I'm really lucky because My Heritage have offered to sponsor this video with this ad. And for those of you who don't know My Heritage, it's the #1 family history service in Europe. They have access to over 19 billion records and it has 90 million users. And it's so exciting because just by inputting what we know, which is really not much on either side of the family, honestly.
Very obscure line.
But just putting in what we do know, already it's discovered something about my Irish grandmother who moved to England. Here's Granny. And we've just found out that at the outbreak of the Second World War, she was living about 2 streets away from where Philip and I lived when we were in London.
Yes, very strange.
Which I had no idea.
Well, of course not.
And it's also quite exciting because at the time she was noted as single and my father was born 5 months later. And we just checked the dates and she married 2 months after that. So just in the nick of time.
Well, it was war time.
Oh yeah, you had to move quickly.
Of course.
We've been uploading photos of all of the family members to put them into the family tree. And it turns out that you can animate them and colour them. Yes, and I look, I'll have to show you Daddy.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's unbelievable.
Oh, it's so touching. It's so touching.
And I want to show you in Madagascar on your 21st birthday. You were so beautiful, Mummy. I mean, you still are, obviously. But the black and white really doesn't capture Madagascar at all. Must have been so colourful.
That's right.
And then look at the colours appearing in the jungle.
How lovely. I dressed for the jungle, as you can see.
Yeah, you and I clearly have a very good way of choosing the right footwear for any occasion. And I even have you on your communion with Mummy now. Isn't that beautiful?
Lovely.
We're having so much fun. And if you want to try all of these amazing features for yourself, then you can sign up for a 14-day free trial. And if you decide to continue with your subscription, you will get 50% off. Just go to bit.ly/the Chateau Diaries 2 for your special offer. We're going to carry on inputting all of the photos. I love this one of your mother. That's my grandmother.
You can see the resemblance.
Beautiful. Yeah, big resemblance with you, Mummy.
Both
they
of
look
you, actually.
identical, practically. Really? See? And grandfather's next. This is my English grandfather. So I'm just having a fantastic time. So we're going to get back to this. Outside, the gas company are back, and this time they're digging the trench over towards the chateau, which is causing chaos. The heating engineers are inside the old stables, drilling from the stables through the thick walls into the chateau itself. And Batman just turned up. Yes, you heard me correctly. Batman, otherwise known as Thomas. We've come over to Nick and Marie's apartment, which is actually where Natty and Amory are living at the moment. And we're a little bit worried because they're usually in the main cellar and there were over 40 and this year there are 7 and we cannot understand why. So we've never looked in this cellar before and we're wondering if perhaps they just changed location. It's a huge space down here. We should make a cracking wine cellar one day.
Or a kitchen, frankly.
But Thomas has just said that there are absolutely no bats in there. So this is not where they've moved to. At least it means we can use that one day, because the reason I don't use the other one as a wine cellar is I don't want to disturb the bats. All these years of not disturbing the bats and they're not making babies. What's going on?
All male bats.
We have a gay bat colony.
L'étude des chauves-souris nous amène à des endroits particuliers.
Oui.
Des grottes, des gouffres, des caves de châteaux.
Des cryptes.
Des cryptes, voilà, des souterrains, refuges.
Alors vous connaissez le côté de l'Indre que la plupart des personnes ne voient jamais.
Oui, exactement. Je connais 100, 150 endroits où il y a quasiment que moi qui...
Et oui, et les chauves-souris.
Et les chauves-souris, oui.
Mais quel dommage, et pourquoi pensez-vous qu'on n'en a que 7 cette année?
Alors là, c'est une énigme.
Oui.
Est-ce que c'est un problème de reproduction? Elles font un petit par an? Il faut poursuivre les recherches.
We've come to look underneath the terrace. This is where we are. 2 little grottos under the terrace in the hope that maybe some bats have found refuge here.
Murin de l'intérieur.
Oh, well, we found another species. Not the species we were looking for, but there is another species.
Ouais. Murin de nateraire.
Murin de nateraire. You can barely see. Yeah, there we go. Something fluffy. You can just see the bat in the background. Now we're checking on the other side. Well, at least we found 1 bat. Sum total of bats has just gone from 7 to 8. So, hey, That's a big increase.
It's like 15% increase.
Well, there we go. That's something to celebrate.
Un nid de troglodyte mignon.
Troglodyte mignon. Qu'est-ce que c'est un troglodyte mignon?
C'est un petit oiseau qui est pas plus gros que ça.
Oui.
Et qui fait un nid énorme pour sa taille. Il est là.
Oh.
Il le fait souvent à l'intérieur des bâtiments. C'est un nid de mousse avec une petite entrée.
Mais c'est adorable.
Oui.
Et c'est pour ça qu'il s'appelle mignon.
Oui. Il est petit, marron.
Mais pas de chauve-souris.
Pas de chauve-souris.
Bon, on est à 8.
Oui. Avec une nouvelle espèce.
Ça, c'est pas mal.
Pour la lande. Bon.
Mais merci beaucoup.
Merci Stéphanie.
J'espère que la prochaine fois, ça ira mieux.
Ouais, j'espère aussi.
À cet été.
À cet été.
I've just come back into the kitchen after bat exploration services, and I am outraged. These beautiful flowers have been delivered, and who are they for? Mr. Dan Preston from a secret admirer. Happy Valentine's Day. You got me the most beautiful flowers in the world, but I'm just saying, I didn't get any from a secret admirer. I would rather have flowers from you than anyone in the world, my darling.
So.
Anyone in the world. Look how beautiful they are. And this is only 1/3.
But he honestly doesn't know who it's from.
He genuinely has no idea. I called him and he is so smug about this. I am never going to hear the end of this. And they are spectacular flowers. So whoever you are, secret admirer, well, you have great taste.
It'll go great with the tiles. Have you seen it? They're beautiful.
Yes, if anyone hasn't seen Dan's videos recently, you should take a look at his channel Escape to Rural France, because he was digging out the floor of the abandoned chateau, going through layers and layers of dirt. It's completely open to the elements. And he has discovered the original Belle Epoque flooring underneath. Just stunning tiles, highly decorated, and these are going to look cracking. It's all happening in the chateau today. That's incredible. In already. They are fast workers. That's amazing. Now, there's the pipe going in all the way along here. What are Nick and Marie going to say about their patio?
To be fair, it's just concrete that was shaped like...
Yeah, I know it's going to be nicer in the future anyway, but still, this summer is not going to be ideal. This is the stable where they're drilling through for their heating pipes to come into the chateau. And on the other side of the stable wall, this is where everything is going to be popping through. Oh, we can't even see in there well that is. And then going through here to the laundry room. I can't show you anything because it's like double, triple layers of plastic, which is fantastic actually.
I'm really good at that.
He always does that amazingly.
I know.
No dust on this side. Glorious. Mummy and Jerry are leaving, so I have to get into the car and take them away. So I'm really sad about it. It was too quick a visit.
Ready to go?
You look very cheerful about this. A bit too cheerful if you ask me. I don't want you going. It's Downton Abbey. We've got a lineup for you, Mummy. I don't need a coat. No, I won't take it.
Okay.
I won't need a coat.
Jerry, can I hand that to you to just put it in the back? Put it on. There you go.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I was so sad to drop Mummy and Jerry off, but on the way home I've decided to cheer myself up by turning my attention to one of my favourite topics, food. Now, it's not quite as exciting as it sounds because I really think I need to cook yesterday's turnip harvest. So I'm popping to the supermarket to try to find a way of making the turnip harvest fun. That really was a flying visit, but I think I have a suitable quantity of cheese and bacon to offset the healthiness of the turnips. I found a recipe online, so we'll see how it goes this evening. I'm actually happy to race back to the car because Nick is arriving tonight. He'll be with us for dinner. For those of you who don't know him, I bought the Chateau de Lalande with Nick back in 2005, and he's one of my best friends, but he's extremely elusive. Philip's off for a run with the elusive Nick.
That's going to be a new experience.
Okay, well, perhaps somebody could.
I can't believe Nick is persuading you to go for a run.
I knew that's a Christmas.
And they're off. Well, they're a lot stronger than me, I have to say. I'm going to get back into the warmth. A cup of tea is in order. One ludicrously long run and a shower later. What is happening down here?
Well, do you remember that when we went to the fair in Crevant, I bought a pair of these?
Yeah.
One is now in the Louvre.
Yeah.
And recently, I bought this one at Emmaüs for like 10 euros or something, or 15 euros.
I really like that one because look at the glass in it. It's like an old glass.
I took them both apart, and they're both modern.
Yeah.
And cleaned them up. This one
Such a
I
nice
want to
glass.
hang in the Louvre instead.
Okay.
It's not quite the right style for the Louvre.
Well, then you reunite the pair.
And then I reunite the pair, and I was thinking they have to take the plasterboard ceiling down anyway in the kitchen corridor.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You need to get a pipe through to the laundry room.
That's why we have another murder room.
But you said you wanted to get rid of all the spots here, and these
Yes.
still broken anyway.
Yeah, I don't want any spots in the house anymore. Eventually, I want to replace them all with.
So I was thinking, the two just in the first bit of the corridor, what do you think?
I love it. It's going to
Goes
feel
well with the,
much more like an old building when we get rid of the spots.
And I feel like it's also correct that it's a lamp like this, like a lantern, because if the door is open, you've got like the working area,
Oh, it's lovely.
you know?
Are you going to stand there swinging it?
Probably not permanently, but yeah, no, I really like the oil brass.
It's good to see everything getting done.
Right, and I'm happy that these 10 little purchases and brocants that
I have been so scathing about, so I have to eat my words now.
because I can't remember how much this was, maybe like 10 euros, maybe 20, that was 15 or 10. And
No, honestly,
it make a big
you've done well. It does make a difference.
I'm happy you like it.
In the kitchen, Nicholas is actually here, drinking a glass of wine already. Hello, Nicky. I can't film any higher because he hasn't got his paper bag on at the moment, but I'm sure you'll find one. There's lots of boxes lying around. And this is the way that I am going to make the turnips fun. But the real secret ingredient is this, reblochon, a mountain cheese. And we're going to make a tartiflette. If you haven't heard of a tartiflette, it's bacon, cheese, potatoes, absolutely delicious. The only difference is instead of potatoes, we are using turnips. I've laid a casserole dish with half the turnips. Then I've got half of the onion and bacon and oregano from the garden. Big dollop of crème fraîche. I'll just loosely put over all of that. Oh, this is not looking bad, Nikki. See, this is why you come to France. Then over that, half the cheese. This feels deliciously decadent. I've put the second layer on, so that is ready for the oven for just 25 minutes. And here it is, oozing, bubbling, turnipy goodness. There I was, so happy, making my turnips, thinking, great, a turnip feast. And I completely forgot that it was Shrove Tuesday. But Andrew texted me to remind me. So we're making pancakes. I have to show Pavlina the French style pancakes because I think the Ukrainian ones are better. But we're doing it the traditional way tonight. There's a bit of butter.
Oh, of course there's butter.
Of course there's butter.
There's no butter in the Ukrainian ones.
No, but we use oil, like sunflower oil or coconut oil, not butter.
No, it has to be butter, doesn't it, Andrew?
Oh gosh, yeah. Coconut oil is so good though.
Yeah.
The first one's always bad. So it's not my fault if it's bad.
The first two are bad team. The mum said it's the
Really?
third child and the third pancake, which are the best.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I'm the first child.
I know, she said that was She said me and you are the worst and Ricardo and her are the best because they're both third child.
I like it.
Okay.
We've got this.
We've got this. Nope. I don't.
And go. Perfect. What a perfect pancake. Actually, that's not bad. That is my lemon and sugar pancake, and we've decided to have it with limoncello. I did the elegant one first that my mother would approve of, and now it's just warm chocolate and squirty cream. Oh, and Ricardo's coming in. Caramel butter sauce. Thank you.
It's so good. It's amazing.
Thank you all for joining us for more Lalande life and the chaos of the heating installation. And a huge thank you to all of our patrons for making this incredible progress possible. Today I'd like to say a special thank you to Alex Maitlis, Joey Mullen, Karen Nicholson, Kathy Norrie, JCO Ward and Ellen Person. Lots of love to you and to all of you watching. Can't wait to see you all again at Lalande next week.